It's time to give this M3 CS the soundtrack it deserves with an Akrapovic exhaust system. So this M3 CS is going to be only one of 2 CS cars of the G series anyway in the UK that's going to have an Akrapovic exhaust, which is really cool. If you follow me over to the bench, I'll show you the parts that are going on. So here is the system in all of its might. So this is a full titanium system. So this has got Akrapovic's, what you'd say is signature colour with the metal, which is a bead blasted finish. Looks amazing straight off the bat, so I'm excited to see that on underneath the car. We've then got some 2 tips, which you have a few options. This particular customer, and I'm glad he did, has gone for the octagonal, hexagonal, I always forget which one's which. He's gone for those tips, which in my opinion look amazing. I think it works well with the sort of lines of the car, and also it looks like a fighter jet as well, where you've got all these indentation. It almost looks like an afterburner on a jet. I think that's really cool. Obviously I've just touched those and they are titanium, so we will wipe them down before anyone moans about that in the videos in the comments section. So what does this system do? Well, obviously it replaces a lot of the original system, pretty much all the way up to where the GPFs are. So it is going to give a different tone. It's going to sound much more aggressive, much more sort of muscular note. But on top of that, there's also a sound controller kit, which Akrapovic have effectively opted or given as an option, which means you can open and close the valves pneumatically yourself, which is a good option. And it means if you're on your comfort modes, you can make it noisy, and just gives you full autonomy and control over the valve system rather than just using the BMW M1, M2. You can do it in comfort mode, which is really cool. So lots of wiring, lots of clamps, lots to go on. As I said, I'm excited to see what this one sounds like. These cars sound good from factory, but they sound restricted. So hopefully with this exhaust, that's going to change it. See you guys on the other side. We're going to get the car over to our other workshop to get this one up in the air on the full height. And we'll see you at the end with some sound clips. So stay tuned for that, because we're going to do some before and afters. So exhaust is all fitted up now and looks amazing. I love these octagonal tips that are on here. It took me a little bit of trying to get the customer to go for these, but I'm pleased he did eventually submit and go for them because they look amazing. I love the little titanium finishings that you have in between the carbon. Nice touch, unique to Acra. And more than anything, I think they look amazing, work with the car. So let's talk about the features and benefits of this system very quickly before we've obviously spliced in some sound clips. 10 kilos nearly of weight loss, which is quite a large amount. You've also then got over 10 horsepower and 10 Newton meter more just from changing this system. It keeps it completely MOT and road compliant as well, which is really useful, particularly when you're in the UK and people are getting quite hot on these things. On top of that, we have installed a sound controller kit, which gives you complete control over what the valves do. So whether you're in your comfort modes and you want to open and close the valves, you can do that with the sound controller app. You can also still use all the functionality on the car as well in terms of the M1, M2 and the exhaust button, but it adds another level if you like. And also it's tuned to open and close the valves to how Acra have designed this system. So it's very intuitive and very thorough more than anything. So we're pleased how this has gone on. The thing to stress is there are quite a few other systems available on the market, but there's nothing that sounds like an Acura, and there's nothing that fits like an Acura as well. They do fit amazingly. Only last thing I'll say, this is one of two in the whole UK at the moment, CS wise, with this system on. So as far as we know, there's no others around, which is pretty cool. So the customer's got quite a unique system on his car, which is a nice little feature there. But anyway, that pretty much wraps things up. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any inquiries, do get in touch. We're very friendly and we'll try and get back to you as soon as we can. But for the time being, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.